Hi friends, welcome to day 20 of quarantine. Hope everyone is still doing well, considering the circumstances, and at least are healthy in their homes. So today we're going to be doing a little bit more of a flow with a focus on balance. So please join me on your mat. And for today, I don't think that we will need a block or any sort of props. So come to a seated position, cross your legs, find your sit bones, elongate your spine from the floor upwards. Either have your palms facing down or facing up on your knees. Close your eyes and just start to notice your breath. Noticing it enter through the nose, going into the lungs, filling up the belly, and how it exits through the belly, empties out the lungs, and out through the nose again. Just tracing the way that your breath enters and leaves your body. Taking this moment of silence and stillness just to appreciate what you have, appreciate that you have a home and a shelter to be in, appreciate that you have a healthy body to move, healthy lungs to breathe. Just trying to be grateful for the tiny things in your life. Bring your head down to look at the floor, flutter your eyes open, keep your gaze soft, and then lift your head up. Start to lean back, engage the belly, and then rock forward over your legs onto all fours. Spread your fingers nice and wide, tuck your toes, send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. With the first down dog, bend your knees, send your sit bones even higher, and then start to pedal out your feet. Go nice and slow, really stretching out the toes and the backs of the legs. Letting go of any tension in your head and neck. Really pushing the floor away from you using your hands. And then start to slowly walk forward towards the front. You can tense your fingers to make your way there. Heel toe your feet about hip width apart and grab onto your upper arms. Let your head go, let your torso go. Let the space between your shoulder blades just open up and feel that stretch there. Trying not to lean back into your heels, but maybe shift your weight forward slightly so that you also feel like your weight is in the forefoot, allowing you to lift up through your pelvic floor. And then option to rock side to side, or you can stay still. Letting go of the arms, rolling up one vertebrae at a time, nice and slow. Let your chest open, let your head come up last, roll your shoulders open, have your palms facing forward. Heel toe the feet in towards each other, let them touch. Close your eyes. Just find your breath here, letting yourself balance with a shorter base of support. On your inhale, open your eyes up. Reach your arms over your head. On your exhale, bring them behind your back. Interlace your finger. Press your hands down towards the floor. Open your chest. On your exhale, fold forward. Letting go of the head. Maybe shaking side to side. And then as you sit your butt back, let your arms release from each other. Reach your arms over your head. Sit into a chair pose. Squeeze your inner thighs together really hard. And then start to lift up your right leg, balancing on the left. Reach that right leg back as you tip your torso forward. So the whole plane of your body is in one line. And then start to shift your weight back. Land onto the foot. Come up into a high lunge. Reach your left sit bone back and your right hip forward. Staying here, breathing. Keep the back heel lifted up nice and high. And then start to straighten the front leg, bend the back knee, lean back a little bit. As you come up, bringing the right knee towards your chest, opening your chest, opening the collarbones. You can either point or flex your foot. And then take the right leg, cross it over the left thigh, let your leg drop open, and then sit back into a figure four, taking your hands towards your chest. Keep the right foot flexed. Feeling a pretty deep stretch in the right hip, right glute. And then slowly come back up. As you lower the leg down, bring your hands down, let your feet stand together, close your eyes again. Slowly flutter your eyes open, reach your arms over your head. On your exhale, interlace them behind your back, the opposite way of what feels natural to you. Reach your knuckles down towards the floor, open the chest. And on the exhale, fold forward. Again, moving side to side. Keeping your palms connected towards each other as much as possible. Letting go of the head. Letting go of any tension in your neck. And then as you bring your arms down, squeeze your inner thighs, sit your buttocks back and down, reach over your head for chair pose. Switch your weight into the heels of your feet so that you feel your glutes engage. And then now lift your left leg up. Reach yourself forward as you reach the left leg back, balance, and then start to reach back, come up into a high lunge. Bend that front knee. Make sure that the knee isn't caving in. It's pressing out towards your pinky toes. Staying here, feeling your hips open. Start to straighten the front leg, bend the back knee, lean back a little bit and shoot yourself forward. Bringing the left knee towards your chest. Open the chest up nice and wide. And then go ahead and take that leg and cross it over your right leg into a figure four. And sit back like you're sitting in a chair. Grab onto, don't grab onto anything. Just bring your hands together at the center of your chest and flex your foot. Keeping the spine elongated, the pelvis even. Trying to focus just on one point to look at. And if for any reason during these balance poses you fall out of it, all good. Just come back into your pose. Steady your breath. Find that fixed point to focus on. Slowly come back up, uncross your legs, bring your hands down. Just shake out your legs here. Closing your eyes, standing in mountain pose again. Slowly opening your eyes. Take your right leg, bring your toe onto the floor, open up your hip, grab onto the leg, and come into a tree pose. So these are your options for tree pose. You can either take your leg and place it onto your inner thigh so that the foot is pressing into the inner thigh and the inner thigh is pressing into the foot at equal amounts. Okay, so that's one option. The other option is to take your leg and put it onto your shin, again with your leg and hip turned out. Then the third option is to just kind of like kickstand your foot so that your toe is still on the floor so you have a little bit extra support. Okay. The only place you don't want to put your knee is directly in the center of your knee joint. So either above, below, or at the ankle. And wherever you are right now, take your hands into a prayer in front of your chest. Reach your arms over your head, keep your prayer. Now separate your arms, take your leg off, hold, reach your leg back and land it into a warrior one. So look at your back foot. The foot is fully down on the floor and it's turned out at a 45-degree angle and the front knee is bending. Hold here, gently tuck your tailbone in, squeeze your right buttock. As you do that, you're going to feel how that right front hip is opening and stretching. And coming into your warrior two, rebend that front knee, maybe a little bit more. And then cartwheel your arms down, framing your front foot. Step the leg back, downward facing dog. Send your hips up high, reach your heels down towards the floor. Stay here for 3 breaths. And then slowly walk your way up, tenting your fingers to make a little bit extra space. Press down into your feet, circle your arms up, hook your thumbs together at the very top, grow long and lean through the sides. On your exhale, bring your hands down. Other side, so ground that right foot down into the floor. You're gonna take your left leg and bring your foot onto your thigh, or the other options onto your shin or the floor. And for some reason, my foot isn't, the fabric feels a little silky, so I'm just gonna keep it here. Okay, so wherever you are, make a prayer at your heart. Find a fixed point. Reach your arms over your head. Keep your hands in a prayer. Separate your prayer with your hands away from each other. Lift your leg off. Reach it back, and as you keep reaching back, land, plant your back foot down at 45 degrees. If you need to look at it, and then rebend that front knee. From here, you're tucking your tailbone under, squeezing your left buttock. Keep your shoulders pointed forward. Opening up into a warrior two. Long arms. Imagine like you have long wingspan. And then cartwheel your arms down as you pivot that back foot. Step the right leg back, downward facing dog. So again, reach your sit bones high. Let your heels lower down. Stay here for 3 breaths. And lower down into your knees with knees wide. Bring your big toes to touch. Sit your hips back, let your head come down. Again, for 3 breaths. And then slowly come back up onto all fours. Get your knees underneath you. Swing your legs to one side. Sitting on the opposite hip and swinging your feet forward. Okay, so flex your feet. Finding your sit bones. You can move the fleshy part of your seat away. And then keep your legs engaged. So you don't want to have dead legs as you're going to fold forward. So keep your thighs really engaged and active. Reach your arms over your head. And then start to hinge forward. Once you can't hinge anymore, lower the arms down. Grab onto wherever you feel like you can grab onto your legs. And then on your next exhale, let your head go. And even in your forward fold, keep your thighs active. Don't lose the thighs. From here, grabbing onto wherever you are, see if you can pull your spine up into a flat back when you inhale. And then on your exhale, just drag your hands back up, cross your legs. And again, finding your sit bones, growing tall, making the spine the main event here. Close your eyes. Again, check in with your breath. Check in with your heart rate. Take your hands together at the center of your chest. Bring your head down, bowing down towards yourself. Namaste. Gently flutter your eyes open and you can look up. I hope you enjoyed that. Leave me some comments below, and if you'd like to see anything different or new, please let me know. Until tomorrow, bye.